He used to be the secretary of the top Chaebol family, but after being murdered, he was unexpectedly reborn as the grandson of the Chaebol. Joong also found out the situation. His cousin wronged him for breaking the vase. He took out evidence to prove that his was wrong. Cousin Song-joon was so angry that he punched him. At this time, the Chaebol grandpa appeared, and he took Song-joon in his arms to the vase fragments. He told Song-joon that he was angry now, not because the vase was worth 10 million, but because you didn't know how to control your emotions, how to take over Sunyang Group in the future. Joong read the autobiography written by the chairman before his death, so he repeated his words word by word. Now he knows that he is really reborn, and the first step is of course to get the approval of the Chaebol grandpa. But he found a problem. Father was the third son of the chairman. He had stopped participating in the family business 10 years ago and had a bad relationship with his father. Joong felt that he should rely on himself. The next day, he came to Grandpa's house and heard that the elders were discussing which president he should support. The current funding was tight. They can only choose one of three. Joong felt that this was an opportunity, so he said to his grandpa's secretary that he would pay for yesterday's vase today. The secretary laughed at him. The vase was worth 10 million. How could the child have the money to compensate? Joong raised a hand, and the second uncle laughed at him. Is it 5,000 yuan?
50억.
Everyone was scared by him when they saw how serious he was. Joong said that the family should spend at least 5 billion to support the election. His analysis will help the family earn back the money. Adults thought that the child was talking in his sleep, but Joong analyzed that. We should invest all our money to support Roh Tae-woo as president. And smiled. Roh is now ranked third. Supporting him is a waste of money. Joong said, when shepherds quarrel, the wolf has a winning game. Grandpa in the room also heard this. As soon as Joong left, the TV broadcast and breaking news. The first and the second in the public opinion polls have attracted negative news due to the fierce competition. The second uncle hurriedly ran to the chairman room, and Grandpa had already seen the news. The secretary immediately ran to stop Joong's car and said that the chairman would see him now. This has long been expected by Joong. Grandpa asked why you came to such a conclusion. Joong said that he had read the election news and analyzed it. At present, the first and second place are supported by large groups. They are in fierce competition, but they ignore the third and think it is not enough. We will support Roh Tae-woo, the third place winner, because he has the best chance to win the election. Grandpa got up and didn't answer, but gave Joong a problem. Ask him if he knows what is shrimp getting squashed between two whales that are fighting. Joong didn't understand what this meant, and he was stunned. In the evening, when he saw a magazine, he finally understood his grandpa's meaning. South Korea is the snake, and the United States and Japan are whales. Facing the American and Japanese companies, Grandpa was the most troublesome problem, because the semiconductor produced by Sunyang Group cannot compete with the United States and Japan in terms of technology and price. This is Grandpa's most urgent problem to solve. He hurried to call his grandpa, but he learned that his grandpa had flown to Dubai to sign a contract. After asking about the return date, it was the date of his death. He hurriedly went out to find a public telephone to call the police, saying that the plane would encounter an accident. But how could the police believe what a child said and think it was a prank? He had to go to Grandma's house in the heavy rain and told her that she would call Grandpa. The person who answered the phone was the bodyguard. He said to the bodyguard, "Please tell Grandpa." He understood the meaning of that sentence and asked Grandpa to come back early. Before departure, the bodyguard could not find the message. Grandpa's plane had taken off, and Joong felt uneasy at home. Grandma's call came, and the whole family went back to Grandpa's house. It turned out that the plane had really crashed. When they confirmed with the airline, the whole family broke down. Joong thought that he had not changed history, but he did not expect that Grandpa came back alive.